Hello, this is week 5. Can you believe it? Journal from Natalie Bodley. This week was about fractions, decimals, percents, all that good stuff. There's a lot to start, so I'll go ahead and get going. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. First page, just a few little diagrams of ways to show fractions, tape diagrams, equivalents, etc. So the first question is to describe an activity you would do to create and introduce your students to fractions. I would do a pizza lesson. I feel like as kids, 99% of kids love pizza. So it's something that they can associate with. They, you can start off by showing a big pizza, just like the one on the screen, and talk about it. You're going to have pizza together as a family. And so your mom asks, well, how many pieces of pizza do you want? Are you super hungry? Are you not hungry at all? Just kind of talk about how many people you have, how many pieces each kid wants, and then have a discussion on how to order so that we can make sure that there's enough. I did this as part of a mini unit. I don't remember one of these other teaching classes, and there were so many fun things to do with pizza using fractions, and it's a great way. Um, it's a great way to introduce it because as you can see here, most pizzas are cut pretty evenly. There's usually 6, 8, 10, or 12 pieces of pizza, so it makes it easy to break that concept up. That's what I would do to start off fractions. And some of the misconceptions that they talked about in the chapter was the concept of half. We talk, we start off teaching our kids when we're talking about equivalent fractions that half is more than a third. But if we use pizza, for example, we have to teach them that a half of a small pizza is going to be less than a third of a large, like Costco sized pizza. We have to show the difference. And the way I would do it is using pizza. I would show what does a Costco sized pizza look like. They're giant and they feed, a whole family, versus if you talk about a little mini pizza that they serve in the cafeteria at school, they feed one kid. So if we have to teach them that concept of comparing different sizes of whole versus just half. It's a third isn't always greater than or smaller than a half. It just depends on what the whole looks like. Okay, let's see what's next. Virtual manipulatives. I liked the GeoGebra website, but it wasn't, I don't know. I felt like there was a little bit more of a learning curve. So it also said that we could go to Math Playground. So I went there and they have all kinds of amazing games to play. The one that I chose was called Thinking Blocks, and I'll go there in a second. Some of the benefits, the reasons I liked it is because it forces the students to go through the appropriate steps in all these different fraction games that they had to do one part and then press and check it, and then do the next little part and then check it. And I felt like this helped them go through that process of solving it. Plus, it's using word problems. It's giving a tricky word problem and then showing them how to break it down using that manipulative. I think it'd be great for early finishers to work on. I know my little second grader is doing very well in math, and so her teacher gives her extra third grade work. Her teacher was the third grade teacher for about 15 years, and so she knows what's next, and I think it's good to give those kids some things that are what's next. And another benefit of this application is that kids can do it at home. And as a parent of 4 kids, I love any kind of game that they're excited about that they can do at home that's not watching YouTube or playing Roblox or something that's not really educational. So those are the benefits of these activities, is that they can do them at home. Let me click on this. Let me make sure it'll go. Oh, good, it did. Okay, so let's see. This is the one. It's called Bella's Barnyard Band. And you just go here through Math Playground. And let me just show you real fast. Oops, I don't know if you can hear the voice either. So you can find a part, find the total. This is the one I liked. So it says 9/11ths of my shirts are orange. I have 27 orange t-shirts. How many t-shirts do I have altogether? So you have to go, this is kind of the work screen right here, and these are the parts that you can put in it. So you have to start total shirts. It's labeled. And this represents, this purple bar, the total amount of shirts. You have to put a check mark. Yay, you did it. Then you have to use the slider to divide the block into the correct total parts. And it even says down here, you are building the fraction 9/11ths. So, I mean, we know as teachers, we have to make 11 parts. But say I said, oh, I think we need 9 parts. Check it. Oh, it's wrong. Try again. And then it tells them how many they need. So they move it to 11 parts. Okay, now you need to select the blocks to make the fraction 9/11ths. So you have 11 blocks up here and you have to click 9. And I love, one other thing I love is that it changes colors, the ones that you've taught, that you're working with, so that you can keep it separate. So there we go. So I clicked 9 blocks. Okay, and you continue to build the model. Okay, so this section right here where the orange is, fittingly, it says orange t-shirts. So we know that out of the total amount, 9/11ths are orange. Okay, then it'll just kind of builds on. So it says total shirts, then you just move these over. And the question, the answer that we're trying to figure out is represented by a question mark. I think that's wonderful. So many times with word problems, kids can't figure out what is necessary, what are they looking for. So this little program spells it out right there, says exactly what they're looking for. Oops, what's excellent. Okay, now you can add numbers. Tap the check mark. Okay, so it shows. Uh-oh, why isn't it working? Now you can add numbers to the model. Tap the check mark when you're ready. Oh, oops, I did it wrong. I was talking and not paying attention. So 27 of the shirts are orange, and then we need to find the total amount. That's what they're looking for. Sorry about that. So then it gives us opportunity to figure out how many are total. Okay, this is a little one that's a little bit trickier. So if 27, 9, I guess I didn't figure this one out. So that means each box is 3. So that's 3, 6. So the total number of t-shirts is 6 plus 27, which is 33. I think that's right. I didn't do this one actually. Oh, good, I got it right. I hope so. Anyway, there's just some good activities. One of the other ones I liked a lot. Oh, let's see, it's not going to go back. Oh well, is comparing fractions. Yeah. Anyway, I like this website and all. There's a ton of games on there, and it goes through the steps to help you figure it out. Again, that was kind of a harder one. So I hope you enjoyed my slideshow. This really is much easier than writing everything out. So I appreciate it. Have a good night.